I think this is the first time I'm seeing an APC person, supporter or member or whatever, a spokesperson that have brains more. I want people to watch this video with me. Listen.
Well, it's subjective because these things, government is work in progress. And let me also make one confession. Sometimes when you're in opposition, there are certain assumptions you make. By the time you get into the office, when the truth glare at you, you know that, look, certain decisions, certain promises you made cannot be fulfilled. So that's it. And in fact, this goes with virtually every government. You promise certain things based on certain assumptions, but then when you get into the seat, now you realize that it's probably certain decisions taken by successive governments, government before you, they had their reasons for doing that. These are some of the challenges of politicians as well.
So, Mr. Farouk, why do you then deceive them with a promise when you have not done your study before you make the promise?
Deceit.
You didn't. No, hang on a minute. It becomes. See, if you are saying that there are things that when you get to government you discover that you are hazy about, it's best not even making the promise. And that's why I deliberately said these were promises by President. He might choose not to have made it. We will not hold him accountable by him. But he decided to make the promise by not checking those things. And you say when you got to power, it was different. But this was the same person. They were so quick to criticize Jonathan over insecurity. Do you know the names and the protests that happened? So when you were saying then you were going to fix the problem of insecurity, that Jonathan was clueless, you didn't understand and empathize with what was going through. Now you are now saying that it's because of what you met in power. That's one. Number two, I've been seeing a lot of APC surrogates make a very diabolical argument. And the argument is, rather than ascribe that the president and his administration has failed as regards tackling insecurity in many areas, some areas they've had successes, I give it to them, but mostly they failed. They are now saying that it is because President Tinubu's re-election is coming and some elements don't want him there. That's why they are making all these insecurity situations and scenarios. If you agree with that argument, can I also ask that, is it because Sheyi Makinde declared for president, that's why they also allow the kidnapping situation happened in your state? Because if you are saying, oh, it's because of President Tinubu, that's why this is happening, can I also make the argument for somebody in the opposition, Sheyi Makinde, and say, is it because Sheyi Makinde also declared, that's why that is happening?
Okay. Now listen, Rufai, you see, I totally don't agree with those people who say that is the fault of opposition. No. There is no. And then if you talk about Sheyi Makinde, did the governor of Zamfara declare for presidency, or did the governor of Kebbi, other governors? No. It's not about Makinde or any other person. And I do not subscribe to those members of APC that think that this is work of opposition. It's totally untrue. This is not the opposition. I don't believe so. I believe these are criminals, insurgents, and hooligans that we should, meet head on. So we should not politicize this. And I honestly take exception to members of APC. Anybody that comes to say that is opposition, it's not opposition.
So I want you to see this news again. Senate President Akpabio have come out to speak concerning the posting of bandits showing their faces and the cashes, the money they collect from ransom. Nigeria is a government, it's a country with two governments. The ones that collect, the government that collects tax, and the government that collects ransom. So those ones that are collecting ransom, the government that collects tax, have said that the ones that collect ransom should stop posting their own, because since them that are collecting tax, they are not posting their own. The ones that collect ransom should not also post their own. This is what the government that collects tax have said. Listen.
Ransom and show themselves on social media, and I think the Cybercrime Division and the Department of State Securities and the rest should be able to track their locations and arrest them, because this is this is a show of impunity, as if there is no law and order. So I don't see why we should not have control over the social media space. That idea of showing themselves and showing the cash collected and displaying it is a way of challenging government. And I want the security agencies and heads of security services to see this as a major challenge. And please, whenever you find it, bring it to the attention of the Senate, and we shall invite relevant authorities to explain to us why those people have not been apprehended. And if they are apprehended, they should also report back that those people who show their faces collecting ransom and collecting cash have been apprehended and dealt with. This will give confidence to the Nigerian public. I thank all for your contributions. Leader.
Mr. Senate President, I want to announce to you that DSS will never ever go to that place to arrest those boys, because they are only after content creators and people who are speaking for the benefit of Nigeria. So don't even deceive yourself that DSS will come and report to you that they have arrested anybody. They don't even want to know where those guys are because they don't want to die. Yes, it's only Nigerians, innocent Nigerians that are helpless, that are not without even gun or machete, that are supposed to die. But the DSS that have guns only know how to come into people's houses and pick them up. People that are harmless, people that do not even have guns, people that they can easily just invite to their office. That's it, this thing, or maybe send them an email. This thing we have seen you saying or you doing, we want you to stop it, or probably just give you a warning, send you a message. This thing we have seen on your platform, we don't want it. Can you take this thing down on your platform? Or probably call you in for questioning. DSS won't do it. They will only come pick you up. But bandits are spreading cash online, but DSS are not seeing them. Mr. Senate President, they will disappoint you. We know people are the ones collecting tax. The ransom people are displaying their own. Since people are not displaying the tax. People say you don't have money now. There's no money in Nigeria. So the ones that are collecting ransom are showing us that there's money in Nigeria. That is the sense. Help me like and share this video if you find it interesting.